morning. We're headed out. We're gonna check all the critters. Oh, you know what? I forgot my stand for you guys because I can't hold you while I do all of it.
A few moments later.
Hi, Mare. You wee lady. She's playing on a trampoline. So Kyle are already out and about chasing flies, having a grand old time. Well, I guess he's sleeping. He's like, woman, calm down. Like, stop running me over. She's chasing flies, but she keeps running him over. Poor dude. We have to check the chickies that are in the chicken coop. They're getting quite big. We'll need to eventually, well, I gotta measure in there. So we can box off a section for this winter for them to be in. Instead of trying to keep the whole coop warm, we're just gonna do a portion of it through the, winter months. Just makes it easier. It'll stay warmer. I'll still have plenty of room to do like the brooder, and I won't have, I guess, we'll see what else we end up with too before winter comes. I may have something else in here. Hi, what you guys doing? I think they're old enough now too to not see that one. Look at that. That one thinks it should sit on its light to roost. I don't know how it doesn't roast its booty. That's the other thing I have to do too, is figure out a roost for them. One that I can fit in here, and then they can, it can graduate out to this section. Because what we'll do is probably board off, along the nest boxes here. What is that over there? Is it just... Oh, it's just leaves. And that way we can just warm this section up and keep it blocked instead of doing the whole coop where, well, it's a lot, especially with our winters. And then I can also put this brooder, depending on, what I have chick-wise. I can always shift it over so it's not in the way, or if I still need it to separate anything out, I'll have it. Well, I can move the one. I have just a regular little roost over there that I could put over here when they get a little bit bigger. It's just too big to put in here where they're at. And they're not quite to the point where I can let them out and be free and wild in here until at least, especially until I get the board up. And then I'd like to finish, boarding up here. Even the ceiling probably. You'll still need some ventilation, but it's not like this will be like super sealed, It's older, the floor, like, I'd seen isn't the best. That's another work in progress. Before we can get all that, we're going to, we got to feed, check their water. I think their small water we'll need. I'm trying to get my board over. I actually gave them my really big chicken water now. So that way they have water all the time and I wouldn't have to worry about them running out. The other one worked too, but I had to fill it, right away a couple times. This, at least, it lasts a while. Let's get their food dish out of here. Got quite big. It's amazing how fast those guys grow. They're kind of at the, what I call the ugly chick phase, because you have the cute little fuzzy little chickies that are adorbs, and then they kind of hit the ugly phase. They're not super cute. The teenager thing, like a teenager, they're kind of gangly and just not proportioned very. That's kind of where they're at right now. But that's all right. And then they'll get cute and become the cute little egg-laying adults. We'll take this out and we'll rinse it and refill it. We'll get them some food. Once these guys are done, then we'll move on to other critters. But we gotta, hey, no flying out of here. You guys, calm yourselves. They get they're getting pretty feisty in there now. Hence why there's the chicken net on there, to keep little furry chickens from getting out. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna fill up their feeders and then I'll have to run out and grab their water. So stay tuned. Okie dokie, so I got them fed and watered. So they're happy and content. Also yesterday, I didn't have my camera along, but we did clean their pen out and put fresh bedding down for them. It's kind of a busy, hectic day, so I didn't really get to have you guys come along. When, as you seen in the other video, we got the cows moved over into their new pasture, which they're loving, mind you, aside from the little sticker thingies that are like all over them. Max, I mean, he ran in there once and he was like fully covered in like no time. Mama cow's, I think, the only one that's been able to manage not getting like fully covered. Baby cow, her whole face is full of them. Oh goodness. I'll show you. We already, while I was filling up the chicken waters, I went ahead and just dropped some feed into the cows and pony. But yeah, see, Mama's doesn't have much on her. Baby cow. Oh, sweet little baby cow. Here, should you try to get those off? Oofda. Yeah, I bet you that's uncomfortable, huh? I don't like them. I think they come off of you easier than they do me. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get those off there. What happened? Oh, I know. Is it itchy? Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
There's little sticker thingies all over. Here, let's get that off here. Yeah, like I said, that out there is just full of them. Max looks better. He did have them all throughout. I mean, she still has quite a few, but that's better. It's not like right in her eyeballs. Max, he has a little afro thingy going on right there because of the little stickers and such. Now we did throw some feed into the goats. Now, as you might have remembered, that smaller pen that I had that was like really tall of grass and kept commenting I should put the goats over there so they can eat it down. But I had to do it just right because otherwise they just, especially the boys, would jump out and then end up in the yard or my garden. Neither one was good. Well, during one of the last storm we had, I don't know if my twine had worn out. So my pallet that blocked a hole in my fence fell over, as you can see. And that hole is big enough for all the goats to sneak through. Now, at that time when they did it, I had the door open on this pen. So they were able to just come out into the yard and do whatever they wanted, which wouldn't have been a big deal, but I don't want them in my garden. However, they, once I got them all squared back into, it didn't matter which pen because they're connected now. Then I was like, well, they could just stay in this one also and then just go back and forth between the pens and just kind of eat down the grass and, well, the thistles. They love thistles. They even can get the ones along the fence here too. So that's what they've been doing and working on. Pumpkins are doing pretty good. We have, like I said, we got that white one, which I don't quite understand. I guess there's another white one. I'm not sure if you can see them in there. There's another big one. And then we got the green guy here. He's pretty big too. So we at least have 3 decent size, yep, don't mess with them please, pumpkins. Some smaller ones starting here. Again, the white ones. Apparently that's the color they are. And then the big green one, might be the big jumbo one. I'm not sure. There's another white one in there.
Yep.
It looks like though, oh, there might be another big green one there too. Oh, ooh, gotta be careful. Don't want to hurt the plants. There's a green one right there too. So, well, at least have, hopefully, as long as they all pan out well, all of us in the family will get a pumpkin. Now I got watermelons that are doing good. I mean, it's a decent sized watermelon. So is that one. And then you come over here. That one looks good too. And there's a littler guy there. So at least get pumpkins. I'm sure, yeah, there's cucumbers that need to be picked. I figured they like to, there's quite a few. I'm gonna have to come out and pick those. Squash, I know there's a few in there. Kind of worried that it might not be a big productive squash harvest this year. But it always surprises me because it'll look like just a few, but then as you start harvesting, there's more and more and more. So maybe. We got strawberries blooming. And more. I got quite a few blue bean, and I know, oh, right here. A little strawberry right there. Right there. He's growing. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. My goal is to get him before anybody, well, any other creatures get him. Yep, that is a squash. Onions doing good. We have been eating on the corn raw. We haven't actually, none of it's actually made it to the house to cook it. I just, okay, it still tastes good nonetheless. We're all the same. Nonetheless, all the same. You know, beans, we've had some beans. Some that are, you know, they're still not quite, they're not quite ready to harvest. But we're at least getting beans. Won't be long and I'll be sitting out here harvesting green beans. He brought me a corn.
That's in cook.
No. There you go.
Thanks.
Some of the corn is definitely looking done though. Others not so much, but it all tastes good. But I'm gonna have to also either start harvesting now or harvest and sell, and then harvest and then can, depending which route I decide to take. All my big tomatoes, well, the plants are huge. They bushed out crazy. But the only red tomato I had in my big ones, something got to it first. Nothing else is red, but I have a ton of them. And my luck, like it always happens, they will all turn red at the same time. And I'm gonna be overrun by tomatoes and not be able to use them all. I might have to sell some. And then our broccoli is, I mean, they're huge. And we've already harvested two, but I do need to get my knife and harvest one because I was going to do steamed broccoli tonight for dinner with our chicken and maybe some corn. My dogs also eat my tomatoes. And then this weekend, I'm hoping to do some stuffed peppers because we have a ton of peppers. And that's like our favorite meal when it comes to things we harvest out of the garden. The next chore is getting my other two chicken tractors pulled up because I'm gonna need them. I won't spoil what I need them for. You'll have to wait and see. But I gotta get them pulled out. I see what needs to be repaired on them. I would like to keep them both the same size as what they are, due to the fact that I do kind of need them larger than the one that we have, you know, that I repaired and shrank down in my little quailer in it. The other two, well, the one, it's heavy, but I really like it because it has the triangle top. I will have to get more tarp to fix that. And then I got this one. I gotta get them both pulled out, probably put them in front of the chicken coop, one on each side of the door. The one I could probably move back here because I probably won't need it. Well, I won't need it either through the winter, or unless I can tarp the bigger one really well and can keep it warm enough for the whatever's in there, you know. But most likely everything will be in the chicken coop where it's safer anyways and warmer. I do need to get these moved over, assess what needs fixed on them. I already see at least one board will need to be replaced. And then of course the fence will have to be stapled back up because it has come off, but that's okay. So I'm gonna hook you guys up and start pulling these guys out so I can get to them easier and work on them.
Guys, I like corn ice cream. I like corn ice cream. I like corn ice cream.
that's where I'm gonna leave this one for now. So I kind of overlooked that when I did that one, that I still have to staple along that side and nail in. Well, I think that's all good. It's the door. But I'm gonna have to take all of this tarp and I'll just have to do a new tarp. But I'm gonna have to go through, restaple. I'm going to put another board through here. Put one right there to add a little more support. With the amount of snow we get and everything, it kind of starts to wear down on it. And then I'll get a couple more tarps, retarp the canopy here, and then we had a longer one, so then it could go over the bigger section. It's a really nice one to use in the summer. I really liked it for like my ducks and whatnot. They were pretty safe and secure in there. So it worked out really well, especially when I couldn't have them free ranging because of predators. And this, you know, as I get back into the birds, I won't do free ranging unless I, you know, some older ones or whatever, just because I don't want to put all the money into it and then have the predators come and wipe out my flocks. Then they're done that, don't want to do it again. So I'm going to get things established. So I have some tractors out and about for other birds that we may or may not get. Stay tuned, I will have more coming up on these chicken tractors as we get them repaired. But right now, at least got them cleaned off, pulled out, ready to be worked on, stapled, boards and all that. So this was just more kind of a quick little video, a little walk through the garden, see the chicken tractors that have to be fixed on and whatnot. If you like this video, click that like button. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell to get all the notifications when we upload a video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey.